Halftime just about over here at War Eagle Stadium. Rousing performances by both bands. Now we will see Rodriguez to kick it away. Now the last time he kicked it short. The short guys are Alex Murner and Montre Tate. And they expect another short kick. Quan Clark is the deepest man. He does not figure he's going to touch the ball. Now, as soon as they reset the electric clock, they'll be ready to go, and that's has just happened. So we're ready for some football.
Yeah, he's just going to take 2 steps and punch the football. 1, 2, boom. It doesn't even go 10 yards.
It's like an onside kick.
He shouldn't have done that. I don't know. Who's got the ball, it's their ball. No penalty. Because it was touched by a Chestatee player.
That's right. I can't see who's. I got the glasses on it all the way across there, but I don't know if that was intended to be an onside kick or not, but whatever it is, I think Chestatee's got it. That's number 53 holding the ball, Danny Mejia for the War Eagles. So William, either a short kick or an onside kick, whatever it is, it kind of backfired on the Knights because now Chestatee's got great field position at the Johnson 47.
Well, it did. I don't think that was intentional. I think it just went off the side of his foot. A little like me kicking it.
From the gun with 2 backs back there with him is Jordan DeGraff. They lead it by 15. Fakes to Tate. Option pitch to Quan Clark. Quan jukes into the secondary, still on his feet, and all the way down to the 25. It was Millwood who had him around the ankles, but Clark to the 25. 22 yards and a first down. 21-6. Chestatee trying to tack more onto it after the short kickoff by the Knights of Johnson. Again from the gun. Again the fake to Tate. Again the pitch to Clark. Same play. This time diagnosed pretty well and strung out by Johnson. Seth Revelar on the stop. Seth Revelar for the Knights is a junior.
Ball.
2nd and 5. They give it to Montre Tate this time. Gets away from one tackler and gets beyond the line of scrimmage.
He might have got a yard on that play.
Big Blake Forrester slowed him down, and somebody came in to finish him off. Yeah, he did get a yard. 3rd and 4.
The gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 3 for Chestatee.
DeGraff on the option. Pitched it at the last second to Montre Tate down inside the 5. He bounced off of somebody. And it is going to be 1st and goal, War Eagles.
13 yards for Tate. Ball's at the
right on the 5. Right on the 5. Thought he might have got it inside it a little bit, but DeGraff on the pitch. Wrestled down. That one was picked up pretty well by Cedric Harris.
He's going to lose 5 on that. He's going to be back at the 10.
Well, Harris has got the speed. They're certainly valuable at linebacker, but the question is how much juice is he going to have left after playing running back and linebacker? 2 very demanding positions all night long.
So far, he's holding up pretty good.
He's inside of the 10, so it's 2nd and goal from just inside of the 10. DeGraff fakes, looks, throws, incomplete. Intended for Tony Faison.
Pass intended for Tony Faison, incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal now for the War Eagles.
3rd and goal now for Chestatee. From just inside the 10. They lead it 21-6. Gary Glenn, William Houghton, Gina Gailey, the entire crew with us. Alex Howington, Nick Wright, Tracy Giles, Jessica Giles.
That's right.
It's like the Allman Brothers song. I apologize. Called her Jennifer last week. Knew better than that. On the run. And scored. Boy, he rolled out. He hit Baker McCormick, the tight end, and McCormick, sniffing the end zone, dove right in there. Jordan DeGraff. You going to give him 10 on that, William?
I guess we can give him 10. It was about 9.5.
Yes, it was. Now Molina to try to make it 28-6. The kick is on the way. And hooks left. So it stays 27-6, but Chestatee still in the lead on the Hall County Sports TV Game of the Week. If you're tired of paying high prices, go on down and visit the good folks at Dave's Goodie Barn. The buyers for the store travel the globe, searching for the greatest deals so the savings can be passed along to you. They purchase from insurance companies due to fires, floods, and other natural disasters. Most of this merchandise is in near perfect condition. So if you're tired of paying high prices, hurry on down to Dave's Goodie Barn or visit their website at davesgoodiebarn.com. Because what's there today may be gone tomorrow.
At Gainesville State College, students can engage in a challenging learning experience in a supportive and nurturing environment. With a vision to be recognized as the region's premier teaching institution, GSC promotes academic freedom and scholarship in a caring, collegial, and fun environment. At GSC, you will receive the one-on-one attention you need to help you be successful in your academics, as well as build strong foundations for life. Gainesville State College, student-focused, learning-centered. Visit us on the web at www.gsc.edu.
Gary Glenn, William Houghton back with you. Leo Molina, who had that one drift left on him a little bit, William. I was looking at it. It was just starting to drift left over the top of the goal post. Rule no good.
Legs getting tired, all this kicking. He's going to be short on this one.
Taken at the 13 by Millwood. Just runs into a crowd. He just kind of ran into a bunch of them right there. Austin Tullis on the kick coverage team, given credit for the stop, but he just kind of ran into 2 or 3 Chestatee War Eagles there. The Knights will put it in play at their 25.
Now they just need to do what they did at the end of the half, just control the football and eat up clock.
Thompson fakes on the keeper. Right side. They're unpiling it. And we got a man that may have made the play is shaken up. Getting up is Lyles. Lyles and Spencer Stover made the stop. Lyles has made a lot of stops tonight, William. We call his name a lot, the junior strong safety, 5'8", 170. Having to come out of the game for a play or two. He got 3, 2nd and 7. Harris bounces outside. Cedric has got some room around the other side over there. Cody Etris. Etris rolls him down, but not before Cedric Harris rips off a big gain.
28 yards.
The Knights get down to the 45 on the 28-yard run, and another first down Johnson. Avery Niles, a man in the white hat, winds the clock. And here come the Knights. They've got a lot of yards, but only 6 points to show for it. That trap play has been good for them on A.J. Millwood.
Still picked up 4, even though they run it about 10 times. Chesty hadn't adjusted at all.
Kyle Perry tripped him up, and then Faison fell on him.
6 now for Johnson.
Check it, that wasn't Faison, it was Justin Spears, number 9.
Numbers are getting hard to see. It's dark out here.
2nd and 6. That's Millwood. I think Khalil Cantrell put an arm on him. Cantrell and Jay Lyles.
Stopped by Khalil Cantrell.
Lyles is not in there, I don't think yet, is he? Is he back in there yet?
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Cantrell was in there for sure.
Picked
3rd and short.
Picked up another 4.
These 3rd and shorts. And now a Knight jumped, but so did a War Eagle. But I think the Knights are going to be called for it.
False start called against the Johnson Knights.
The Knights move the ball well and then shoot themselves in the proverbial foot.
That's the kind of penalties that just drive you nuts there when you get down there. You know the snap count. There's no need to move if you're not even involved in the play,
now
especially.
3rd and a yard and a half becomes 3rd and 6.5. Whole big difference, isn't it?
It is, but they're in 4-down territory.
Thompson to throw. Threw it out of everybody's reach.
Thompson's pass incomplete. Intended to Seth Robillard.
Intended for Robillard, and it was out of his reach, and Austin Holcomb, the defender's reach as well.
That's a tough throw, rolling left and throwing right, and he never squared up his shoulders, and that ball just sailed on him. Wow, they're going to punt.
I think so. Ball's at the 41. Cedric Harris going to try to punt him into a hole, and Johnson is going to hope that they punt him into a hole and then hold him and take over a short field maybe. 7:02 to play in the 3rd.
Fake.
And they faked it, and Millwood, but he bobbled the snap. But he's still on his feet, trying to stiff arm some people, and they're going to be racked up by Khalil Cantrell and the defense, and they will take over. A good idea, William, but they muffed the snap.
Well, it hit him like right in the shoulder pads there in the chest, and it just caught him off guard. I don't know if they snapped it too soon or if he just wasn't ready. But either way, it was a loss of 4, and Chesty takes over in pretty good shape from the 45-yard line.
It is their own 45, but they moved the ball pretty well too, and they have 27 points to show for it. DeGraff will have Cantrell and Thompson back there with him, looks like, this time. Johnson's playing that 3-man front. And he hands to Brandon Thompson.
Thompson with the carry.
It gets pretty good yardage.
An excellent block for number 78, Johias Cantrell. Pick up a 7, brings up 2nd and 3.
First man to hit him was Justin Thompson, the free safety. They gave Johias Cantrell, 6 foot 307, credit for a good block. William, I imagine if Johias Cantrell at 300 pounds hits you, it's going to be a pretty good block.
Oh, yeah. Got a time here for some equipment problems there. Now he's got it fixed. Couldn't get his chin strap buckled.
2nd and about 2.5 or 3. Well, I wish they would enforce that law in the pros and the college. Can't stand to see those guys with 3 snaps and the other one hanging down.
Oh,
I'm
I know.
like, what is up with that? I mean, I guess I'm just obsessive compulsive enough that just bothers me. DeGraff in the gun with Thompson in motion. And they give it to Quan Clark, and he is hit immediately, and the ball may have popped out. I think he was down anyway.
Forward progress was stopped, but
Kevin Avila, Brandon Payton on that stop. 3rd and 5.
Lost 2.
Johnson now makes it a 4-3 look on the defense. And still in the gun. Fake to Clark. Play action pass. He trying to throw it out to Baker McCormick, but incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and 5. We should see Leo Molina back out on the field with the ball at the 45. Rather the 50. Original line of scrimmage was the 45. They did move it to midfield.
Harris back deep for the Knights.
Molina running in. Cedric Harris is deep for the Knights. He stands at about his 15. And Molina gets off a good one. He takes it at the 15. That's a 35-yard punt, and Cedric Harris to the 30, the 40. Midfield, cuts back, 45-40. Cedric Harris with one man to beat, and touchdown. Cedric Harris. Austin Holcomb had a shot at him, but Cedric Harris rips off a 65-yard punt return. Make it a 85-yard. Got it at the 15, didn't he?
Yeah.
85-yard punt return. 85 yards on the punt return by Cedric Harris. He caught it at about the 15.
I think so, too.
Rodriguez will attempt the PAT. Let's see if they try. And Rodriguez boots it up and boots it through. Rodriguez kicks it. And after the 85-yard punt return, and the Rodriguez PAT, 27-13. Chesapeake still leads it, though. Johnson closing the gap a little bit on the Hall County Sports TV Game of the Week.
This program is also brought to you by Longstreet Cafe, now with 2 locations in Gainesville, 1043 Riverside Terrace and 405 Pearl Nicks Parkway. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Monday through Saturday. Longstreet's got the reputation for Gainesville's fastest drive-through and the best fried chicken you'll ever sink your teeth into. Plus veggies, a full salad bar, and great desserts. Check today's menu at www.longstreetcafe.com. Call a friend and meet them for a hearty meal at Longstreet Cafe, where they put the home in the cooking.
There are hundreds of options when choosing apparel or promotional items at J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case. We're all about quality and competitive pricing. Sports items are in stock. Look for special pricing on Letterman jackets, corporate apparel, corporate gifts, and custom embroidery. All local high schools should check out the line of spirit wear and trophies. We're also offering custom screen printing available for any team sport. Be on the winning side when you choose J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case, locally owned and operated at 250 Dawsonville Highway, Gainesville. Call 770-718-0062 or on the web at jgeyer.com and trophycaseltd.com.
We are back. You can see that the night has fallen here. And now Steve Rodriguez, who just kicked the PAT, will try to kick it off. Yeah, William, he just kind of punches it, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
And that is McCormick, I believe, who got that ball.
And he's going to get corralled up.
Nope, it's Brandon Thompson. Thompson is going to be just mobbed by the Knights at about the 22.
Now his forward progress will be up a little bit, but not much. No, it's going to be at the 22.
Seth Rebelar hit him first, and then Avila came down, and a multitude of Knights at the 22. I didn't even have to turn my sheet around, William, because I still got the Chesapeake offense over there.
Yeah, mine too. After that punt. Excellent punt return.
Great run by Cedric Harris. 27-13. We had him at 85 yards. William, he was standing at the 15, and he just kind of moved to his right.
Well, I'm sure the replay will show how far it is.
McGrath hands off to Quan Clark, who struggles a bit. Picks up yardage.
Gets the ball back to the inside as he carries the ball across the 25. To pick up a 5, brings up 2nd and 5 for the War Eagles.
And that was Brandon Thompson in there making the stop. They'll make it Jose Martinez. Jose Martinez. Wrong 22, Gary. It was Martinez making the stop. And there's the fake. A little throw behind him. That's a lateral, isn't it, William?
Yeah, he's going to lose yardage.
He's going to lose yardage big time anyway.
Who was that?
Nah, that was the other 22. That was Brandon Thompson that time. But then Martinez, the other 22, came back there to help knock him backwards. Going to bring up 3rd and 19. Ball's at about the 13. They got to go to the 32 to get a first down. DeGraff on the run, airs it out, got a man open. He caught it. Tony Faison. Revelar can't catch him. Touchdown, Chesterton.
77 yards.
Was it the 13? 87 yards.
Okay.
87 yards. So an 85-yard punt return is answered with an 87-yard pass. Wow. Swapping big plays, aren't they? Molina is up. It is good. 34-13, Chesterton. We're back in a moment. Hall County Sports TV Game of the Week.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's okay.
Ashley just told me she might have an STD, but she doesn't know what to do about it.
Eric told me he went to the Gainesville Care Center to be tested.
I thought they just did pregnancy tests.
Oh, no, not only that. They test for gonorrhea, chlamydia, HIV, and herpes. They'll even help with the treatment. But the best part is it's free and confidential.
She'll be so relieved to know what to do. Thanks.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Mitzi, nurse manager for the Gainesville Care Center. Chlamydia is the most common bacterial STD and a leading cause of sterility. Most people with chlamydia don't know they have it. Gonorrhea is another bacterial STD that has high infection rates in teens. Herpes and HIV are with you for life, but it's important to know so that you can get ongoing help from your doctor. Teens are at a high risk for any STD. Our testing is by urine or finger prick. We're confidential and we care. Call our 24-hour helpline for an appointment.
What does Applied Images Incorporated mean? It means real people answering the phone. It means real people servicing your business or school. Quick response along with quality production is demanded in our world of business today, and no one knows that better than Applied Images Incorporated. After years of working with graphic artists, marketing managers, public relations departments, architects, and engineers, we have developed an extensive experience in our trade that is second to none. We excel in our knowledge of graphics and printing, signs, banners, posters, brochures, training manuals for schools and businesses. And now, custom t-shirt printing is available. You must see our line of t-shirt designs. What does Applied Images Incorporated mean? It means quick response, quality production, and real people answering the phone. Churches, businesses, schools, picnics, trade show displays. Call us today for any printing or graphics needs that you may have. Applied Images Incorporated at Gainesville White Print, 312 Bradford Street in Gainesville, 770-534-2086.
Molina to kick it away after the PAT was good. Millwood and Harris are back deep. And it's going to be Harris at he drops it, picks it up at the 5. Going to be hit right there. He got back up to the 10, fell over to the 12. Tommy McCormick on the kick coverage team came there and there to hit him along with Nick Gladman. Johnson will put it in play deep in their own territory. We want to thank again our sponsors, Lions Den, Applied Images and Gainesville White Print, Conditioned Air Systems, J. Guy Advertising, the trophy case. Georgia Trophy and Awards, North Georgia Video Productions, Hall County Sports TV, Precision Pressure Wash and Painting, and Dr. Brad Dixon, dentist. And a fumble on the play. Chesterfield says they've got it. And they have. Well, I'll tell you, Chesterfield now is rolling. They give Kyle Perry credit for recovering the fumble, the junior middle linebacker. Well, he's played pretty well. The defense has played well overall. William, remember? They did give up they gave up one big play on a 46-yard run, but then that wasn't really the defense. That was the punt coverage team that gave up that other one. You see Perry, number 46 right there. He and his defensive teammates have played very well. 1st and 10, Chastity on the Johnson 14. DeGraff throws it out, intended for Baker McCormick.
He's now 4 for 9 for the game, 2 for 5 here in the half passing.
But 2 of those passes have been for touchdowns. And he's run for another one.
And he's got 97 yards in the half.
Actually, 3 of those passes have been for touchdowns, right, haven't they? 2 here in this half, 1 in the first half. And he hands off to Thompson. Thompson, touchdown. Out of the shotgun from the 14. And now the route is on. That one took them all of 19 seconds. They scored at 3:24 on the 3rd. Now they've scored at 3:05 on the clock. Brandon Thompson, 14 yards. Kick was blocked. It's still 40-13 despite the block. 3:05 to play in the 3rd. We're back in a moment. The Hall County Sports TV Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Rob Bruce. I'm the pastor here at McEver Road United Methodist Church. And I was thinking this morning about how complicated life is. We have a lot of choices to make in life and not a whole lot of guidelines to do it sometimes. It's like being a parent. You know, I'd hoped when I was a parent that our kids would come into the world with their instructions printed on their bottom, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. And parenting is so much guesswork. I'm amazed that we hear so many people talk on TV, and we can go into the bookstores and see the books and the folks on TVs that have all the answers, but you and I know that they don't have all the answers. And the answers aren't as simple as they tell us sometimes, that all you have to do is smile just right or say this thing or feed your children this and everything will be all right. You know, Jesus gathered with his followers after he was raised from the dead on a mountain in Galilee. And in Matthew 28, it tells us in verse 17 that even then some doubted. And I think that's interesting that the church was formed with some doubt in it. We don't have all the answers. We have some answers, but we don't have all of them. And if you'd like to be part of a community that doesn't have all the answers, but that can help you be at peace with the questions, well, then we invite you to join us at McEver Road. We invite you to come by and visit us at one of our worship services. Won't you come and see?
Mountain View Auto Repair is your local full-service auto repair shop. Trusted with your vehicles for over 20 years, our experience will ensure that your vehicle will stay well-maintained year-round.
Mountain View Auto Repair is the place to bring your vehicle. They'll always treat you right. The service is good and the prices are very reasonable.
You can trust our experts in everything from transmissions to brakes to engine repairs and oil changes.
My wife and I bring our cars to Mountain View Auto Repair because they're honest, they do good work, and their prices are reasonable.
So visit owner Danny Hammock and his staff of professionals at 3365 Mountain View Road in Gainesville, or give them a call at 770-535-7278. That's Mountain View Auto Repair for your complete auto service.
Leo Molina to kick it away after he had that one blocked. The radio guys think it was Harris that blocked it. Millwood takes it at the 11 to the 20. and mashed at the 24.
Thompson with the return up to around the 24-yard line. Stopped by number 56.
Number 56, Garrett Bennett, the senior defensive end, and Cody Etris came down to knock him down. Bennett's played a pretty good game on defense, William. He's one of the seniors over there, sort of leading the way. He had a couple of sacks last week against West Hall, and he's played well in this one with 3 minutes to play in the third. And wrapping it up over there, and Harris with the carry. They're unpiling it. Khalil Cantrell, Stover over there as well. 2nd and 8.
Well, if they ever need to sustain a drive, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, you're sort of running out of time, aren't you?
Well, you're also
down
fighting,
by 27.
You're also fighting against that momentum.
The trap did not work that time. Khalil Cantrell again. Boy, he has been all over the place, and he's just a sophomore.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 8 now for the Knights.
Stop for no gain, 3rd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 26.
They haven't had much luck passing. They've only completed 2 out of 8.
Thompson to throw. He's going to try to throw. There's it out.
Almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted again. Intended for number 8, Paul Barker, the ex-receiver, the junior. Brings up 4th and 8. P.J. White back there on the defense. 100 seconds left in the period. Harris, who does everything, punts, runs the ball, plays linebacker, blocks stuff on the special teams, gets off a high one. Fair catch, called for and received at the 48.5. Tommy McCormick saw there was no chance to return that one, so Tommy did the wise thing and called for the fair catch. And the War Eagles will put it in play at their own 49. High punt, William, but not a whole lot of yardage on
25 yards.
Jonathan West, the center, covers the ball. DeGraff's in the gun with Montre Tate back there with him. Johnson's in a 5-man front almost. Montre looks for the hole, finds a crack, breaks into the secondary. Harris puts an arm on him. Montre gets his balance back, and he's rolled down. But Montre Tate with a fine run that time. I think the man that hit him is down on the far side over there. Maybe a cramp. That's what it looks like. I'm trying to see who that is.
27 yards on that play by Tate. This is a cramp.
Revelar making the final stop, but Harris hit him first, and that may be Harris down over there. We're going to take a timeout with 80 seconds left in the period. We'll be back in a moment with the Hall County Sports Game of the Week. If you're tired of paying high prices, go on down and visit the good folks at Dave's Goodie Barn. The buyers for the store travel the globe, searching for the greatest deals so the savings can be passed along to you. They purchase from insurance companies due to fires, floods, and other natural disasters. Most of this merchandise is in near perfect condition. So if you're tired of paying high prices, hurry on down to Dave's Goodie Barn or visit their website at davesgoodiebarn.com. Because what's there today may be gone tomorrow. If you are looking for a quality used car, then look no further than the car store on McKever Road between Gainesville and Beaufort. You won't find clunkers or junkers at the car store, just vehicles you'll be proud to own.
At the car store, they can finance you on the spot, no matter what your credit is. They have a variety of plans. You can even phone your payments in. At the car store, they've been giving outstanding service to the community for over 20 years. At the car store, everybody rides.
Come on down to the car store. We can make you happy. My name's Bob Watson, and I guarantee it.
The injured player, William, is still down over there, and I'm trying to see the number. It's just a cramp, I think.
I think so, too.
And if it's Cedric Harris, and I do not see him on the defense, you can't wonder that it's him. They're taking him off the field, whoever it is. I think it's Harris.
Well, he's done a lot. He punts and runs back kickoffs and punts and everything else.
1st and 10, Chestatee at the 25. McGrath in the shotgun with a man in motion, and the motion man gets the ball, and that's Kelly Arthur down to the 10. Avila and Rodriguez on the stop. They get inside of the 10, so it's 1st and goal. High snap, DeGraff fields it, gives it to Tate, touchdown. Got to give him 10 yards on that one. It was just a tick inside. Montre Tate gets in the scoring column with 45.4 left in the third. Chestatee has broken the game open. 10-yard run by Tate. Molina's kick is up, and this time it is no good. He's hooking it to the left a little bit, William. 46-13, but like you said, he may be getting tired. All right, we're back with the final seconds of the third in just a moment. The Hall County Sports Game of the Week.
This program is also brought to you by Longstreet Cafe, now with 2 locations in Gainesville, 1043 Riverside Terrace and 405 Pearl Nicks Parkway. Open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Monday through Saturday. Longstreet's got the reputation for Gainesville's fastest drive-through and the best fried chicken you'll ever sink your teeth into. Plus veggies, a full salad bar, and great desserts. Check today's menu at www.longstreetcafe.com. Call a friend and meet them for a hearty meal at Longstreet Cafe, where they put the home in the cooking.
Want to advertise on TV but don't want to work with these guys or have a budget that's out of this world? North Georgia Video Productions has some of the best technical and creative talent to make your commercial with the best quality, on time, at affordable rates. Our production capabilities include multiple camera shoots with full range audio mixing and digital editing. So before you pay too much to these guys for a commercial for your business, check with North Georgia Video Productions. Best quality, on time, at affordable rates.
Johnson spent a long time on the sidelines huddling around over there. They find themselves down by 33. Thanks once again to some of our sponsors: Dave's Goodie Barn, the Car Store, Longstreet Cafe, Gainesville State College and Gainesville Care Center, Iron Beast Barbell, AutoWorks Garage, and McKelville Road United Methodist Church. Molina kicks it.
Yeah, he's getting shorter and shorter. That one landed
Taken
about
by Millwood
15.
at the 12. Millwood gets it up past the 30. Pretty good return by Millwood. And again, Garrett Bennett, the senior defensive end, who has played well, anchoring the defensive line and on special teams as well. 46-13.
Chestatee scored the last 6 possessions.
Oh, and a smack down. Number 46, Kyle Perry. laid the wood to A.J. Millwood.
Loss of 2.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up 2nd and 12.
We heard that lick up here.
Oh, I did.
That may have been the lick of the game right there. And that may have been the last play of the third period. Well, again, we thank our sponsors of this game. Amongst the metal roofing sales, Mountain View Auto Repair and Rucksack Military Surplus. And you're going to hear from some more about our sponsors as we take you to the break. We've got a fourth quarter to play here. 46-13, Chestatee by 33 on the Hall County Sports Game of the Week.
Smith's Cleaning of South Hall has many services to offer businesses throughout Hall County and the surrounding areas. No matter how small or how large your projects are, we can help. Smith's Cleaning of South Hall has 2 large industrial riding scrubbers that are available to clean manufacturing and or warehouse floors. Call Smith's Cleaning of South Hall at 770-531-1533 for a free estimate.
Welcome to another season of Extreme Christian Outdoors. Travel along with Jeff Deaver and the guys as they bag wild boar, deer, and ram. Turkey.
Yeah, baby.
Look away, Kyle.
Have a laugh with Mater and Phil. It's outdoors like you've never seen it before on Extreme Christian Outdoors. Look for it on this channel.
Well, the beginning of the fourth quarter with a 33-point lead. The clock will roll here in the fourth period. On 2nd and 12. A.J. Millwood, no quit in these Johnson Knights. And except for a break or two, the score might have been a lot closer, William. They just,
some
just
fumbles.
Can't knock it in.
Fumbles, interception.
He got a yard, 3rd and 11.
Ran out of time at the half.
That's right. Right down there at the end. Thompson being chased. Gonna tuck it and run. Ooh. And another tough lick across the way.
Thompson with the keeper around the left side. Brought down by number 20, Jay Lyles. For the
20, Jay Lyles, who got hurt, but he's back in the game.
The pickup of 9 brings up 4th and 2.
The junior strong safety brings up 4th and 2. As Thompson scampers for about 8.
They're going to go for it.
Or 9, and they're going to go for it. I don't think they're going to try to draw him. Well, they're going to try to draw him offside, but Thompson's going to surge ahead.
He's going to be short.
I don't know. Depends on what the spot is.
Thompson with the keeper.
They're looking at it. The chains are moving already. Yeah, they gave him. They gave him a pretty generous spot.
Well, they did.
Clock moves. It rolls. It's going to roll, except on certain situations. I think on an injury, William, right, or a score.
Timeout, score, change of possession.
Yeah, things like that. But in incompleted passes and all that stuff, it continues to move. And they go with that trap again. That's been their best play. The War Eagles have strung it out pretty good lately. And they knocked Millwood out of bounds.
But he picked up about 5. Might have got 6.
Justin Spears and Austin Tullis combined to knock him down all the way across the way.
He did get 6.
Gain of 6 on the play brings up 2nd and 4 now for the Knights.
Ball's at the 47 on 2nd and 4.
He's got 115 yards rushing in the game. He had 105 at the half, so.
Barker will go wide to the left.
He only gained 10 yards on 7 carries this half.
Thompson, though, slips down.
Thompson takes the handoff, takes the ball around the right side. Stopped by Justin Spears.
Justin Spears closing in on him along with Cody Etris. But he got a first down.
The first First and 10 for Johnson.
Johnson got it, 1st and 10 at the 46. Now you see Justin Thompson, number 2 for the Knights. He's just a sophomore, this quarterback, 6'1", 170, got plenty of room to grow.
Well, he's done a good job. Except for the passing. That's got something they're going to have to work on.
They got to work on that. And be in this league. Every now and then you got to throw the ball. And blitzing through there. Kyle Perry. Perry blitzed through there and knocked Millwood down behind the line. 49. That entire defense has been pitching close to a shutout. Remember the long punt return? That wasn't the defense's fault. I'm telling you, Cantrell, Perry, and Jay Lyles and Garrett Bennett, they have really, that front four of a lot of the guys have been active on that defense, and here's another one. Nope. A little bit of a fake. Thompson faked. He faked everybody out except for the defense led by Cody Etris, who's also made a lot of plays. The junior linebacker.
Might have got a foot on that play.
Gain of 1 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 12 now for Johnson.
Cody Humphreys now in the ball game playing defense.
Well, they had that one long run of 46 yards, and like you said, the other one was a punt return. The rest of the time, the defense for Chester's played pretty well.
3 and 12. Thompson to throw.
I don't know why they go to the left. He's had trouble throwing to the left all night long.
Brings up 4th down for the Knights, 4th and 12.
He's got to turn his shoulders. When he's running, he's not squaring up his shoulders and throwing with his shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage. He's sailing his ball high and wide.
Barker running that sideline pattern, he was out of bounds.
Well, that's because he threw it out there. Like I said, I don't know why they run to the left when he's right-handed. Run to the right. I know it tightens up the field some, but you just need to go to their strength instead of the weaknesses. Had a little stun on them.
Yep, and drew them off sides.
Well, that'll make it a little closer. First penalty for Chestatee in the second half. Johnson's had 1 penalty in the second half, and he only had 1 in the first half. So at least I think Coach Friel will be happy about that. But everything else, they've got a lot of work to work on here in the bye week. But like you said, they haven't quit. They're still trying.
Now 4th and a short 8. Thompson to throw. Nope, now he coughs up the ball. Going to be recovered by Johnson, but it doesn't matter. I don't think it's going to be long enough for the first down.
Tackled by Kyle Perry.
Perry knocked him down. And although Johnson recovered, it was not enough for the first down, and the ball will go over on downs. And now the War Eagle offense will come back on the field.
I see a lot of new faces in there. I'm going to have to widen my sheet.
I'm going to just scrap the original spotting charts, William. Go spot off of the roster. That's Wyatt Burgess now in at quarterback.
I don't know who that is that carried the ball.
Caleb Heron was on the tackle. It might have been Burgess who kept it. Let's see. Or was it A.J. C.J. who carried that ball?
Number 10.
That's who it is. A.J. C.J. A.J. initials S-I-J-I-Y-E. C.J. And once again, Burgess hands off. And I think it was CJ once again. They call him C here. Looks like I like AJ CJ better, but maybe it is pronounced C.
C. We'll have to get a pronunciation from
yes,
him.
we need to get a definitive pronunciation of Mr. SYJI.
Might be Sihi.
Sihi. Let's go with that.
Sounds good anyway.
Hand off in the backfield and tackled in the backfield. They handed it off out of the gun. That time the ball carrier was Austin Flanagan.
Burgess handoff to Flanagan. Loss of the play.
Lost back to the 39. Nope, make it to 37.
Substitution infraction. It looked like he lost.
Violation.
Illegal substitution.
The down goes over.
No, that down counts, I think.
12 men on the field called against the Knights.
Well, that's 12 men on the field. That's 15 yards unless they didn't participate. They were running off.
That may be what it was. Brings up 3rd and 7. Ball's at the 42. Burgess in the shotgun. Fumbles the ball, now has to jump on it. Low snap. Luis Hernandez, number 44 of the Knights, putting the helmet in there. Lost a couple more, 4th and 9. We're going to see a backup punter, I think, too, will you? Let's see.
Justin Jones on the block.
That is 82, Justin Jones, a sophomore. Stands at his 25. And gets this one out of bounds.
Gone out of bounds, about 36. Make that 38.
Jones' kick goes out of bounds around the 37.
About a 25-yard punt. No return. Johnson will take over at the 37. And now we'll see the War Eagles back out on defense. Clock still rolling here.
Flowery Branch 35, Appalachia 14 in the 3rd quarter. In the 4th, St. Pius 31, North Hall 7.
Thompson wrestled to the ground by Zach Cheshire.
Got close to 10. Got about 9.
127, 126, 125, 124.
They're going to give him a first down.
Yep.
Got 10. Another first down. That's 4 in this half. They had 10 in the first half.
Thompson inside handoff to Harris.
Harris gets the ball. Piled up by Garrett Bennett. Nope, not Bennett. Bennett's probably out of the game by now. Strickland and Robinson, a couple of the backups in there playing now. And so used to calling Bennett's name, you just call it automatically, don't you?
Yeah, it comes off your tongue there on a defensive play up the middle.
He was really an anchor on that defense tonight. Harris will be stymied in the backfield once again. Oh, it's Millwood that time. They tried that. Chesterton finally caught on to that, William. That little trap. Cody Humphreys in there on that play. 13 seconds, 12 seconds, 10 seconds. This may be the last play of the game. Thompson looks like he wants to throw. He'll tuck it and run and falls down. Putting some pressure on him was Joey Perez. And Brett Anderson was there as well, and that's the final, 46-13. William, I'd like to give the player of the game to the whole defense, but seeing as how we got to pick somebody, I'm going to go with the senior defensive end, Garrett Bennett. What do you think?
That sounds pretty good for the whole defense.
On behalf of the defense, Garrett Bennett, who was on special teams and anchored the middle, made a lot of stops, seldom came out when it was time to play defense. So Garrett Bennett, number 56, the senior, is going to be the All-County Sports Television, North Georgia Video Productions, Georgia Trophy player of the game on behalf of the whole defense, but also for his outstanding individual play. If he wants to chop it up and share it with the defense, so be it. But they had Lyles and Cantrell, Kinsey. I mean, there were a lot of people. P.J. White played well in the secondary. And we're going to be back in a moment, and we'll be presenting that player of the game. And William and I will be back with the wrap-up. Your final, Chestatee 46, Johnson 13, the Hall County Sports TV Game of the Week.
If you're tired of paying high prices, go on down and visit the good folks at Dave's Goodie Barn. The buyers for the store travel the globe, searching for the greatest deals so the savings can be passed along to you. They purchase from insurance companies due to fires, floods, and other natural disasters. Most of this merchandise is in near perfect condition. So if you're tired of paying high prices, hurry on down to Dave's Goodie Barn or visit their website at davesgoodiebarn.com. What's there today may be gone tomorrow.
This broadcast is made possible in part by Metal Roofing Sales. If you're tired of replacing those old-fashioned shingles, check out Metal Roofing in Dawsonville. Let them be your metal roofing specialists. By the offices of Dr. Brad Dixon, next to Lanier Park Hospital, experts in sedation dentistry. By Rucksack Military Surplus. Drop by and enjoy their selection of police and military supplies, boots, clothing, uniforms, flags, collectible pins, and more. Just off Brownsbridge Road in Gainesville, next to Ryan's Restaurant. By Georgia Trophy, official supplier of our Player of the Game plaques as well as Hall County Sports Television's seasonal and yearly awards. By McEver Road United Methodist Church, the church on the hill in Oakwood, wishing all of our athletes the best in 2011. McEver Road United Methodist Church, dedicated to changing our community and the world through the gospel of Jesus Christ. And by North Georgia Video Productions and Hall County Sports Television. From weddings to dance recitals to football, basketball, wrestling, and more, we are your source for quality video production and local athletics on television.
Gary Glenn, William Howington back, War Eagle Stadium, where it's a happy story for the homestanding War Eagles, 46-13. They were up 21-6 at halftime. Jordan DeGraff had a couple of touchdowns in that first half for the War Eagles, a 3-yard run and a 34-yard pass to Nathaniel Peck. Johnson had scored on a 46-yard run by A.J. Millwood. Brandon Thompson had a 49-yard run for the War Eagles. And in the second half, the War Eagles didn't waste much time. They got back on the board once again. Jordan DeGraff to Baker McCormick. Pass there, and the kick at that time was no good. Cedric Harris then ripped off an 85-yard punt return. Steve Rodriguez's kick was good this time, 27-13, and looked like Johnson was back in the ball game, William. But then there were 3 more unanswered scores by the War Eagles. DeGraff, an 87-yard pass to Tony Faison. Brandon Thompson had another touchdown. He had a 14-yard run. Montre Tate scored from 10 yards out, and that was pretty much all she wrote, 46-13. In fact, William had a rolling clock in the fourth quarter.
Right. Statistics-wise, pretty much, all Chestatee there. But Johnson had a lot of yardage. They had 14 first downs, had 49 rushes for 271 yards. Millwood had 22 carries for 111 yards. Justin Thompson had 14 carries for 64 yards. Cedric Harris, 13 carries for 96 yards. Passing Thompson was 2 for 10 with 1 interception for 25 yards. 296 yards of total offense. Paul Barker caught 1 for 9 yards. Millwood 1 for 16. They had 3 penalties for 15 yards, and they had 3 fumbles and lost 2. Chestatee had 11 first downs. Rushing, DeGraff had 4 carries for 37 yards. Quan Clark, 6 carries for 50 yards. Montre Tate, 9 carries for 77 yards. And Brandon Thompson, 7 carries for 63 yards. Passing, Jordan DeGraff threw 4 passes, completed 4 passes out of 9 for 138 yards and 3 touchdowns. Catching the ball, Quan Clark caught 1 for 7. Nathaniel Peck, 1 for 34 and a touchdown. Baker McCormick, 1 for 10 and a touchdown. Tony Faison, 1 for 87 and a touchdown. They had 4 penalties for 30 yards, and they had 2 fumbles but they didn't lose any. So statistics-wise, Johnson, again, for the 3rd consecutive week, had a lot of yards but not much to show for it.
Well, you got to, if you're one of the receivers for Chestatee, you got to feel pretty good. Hey, I want to catch a pass. It's probably going to be for a touchdown.
Right. 3 out of the 4 catches were for touchdowns.
How about that? That was really something. And that kind of led us to do what we did with our player of the game, William, because, as you said, Johnson had a lot of yards, and Chestatee gave up a lot of yards, but they didn't give up, the defense, that is, didn't give up but 6 points.
Right. They didn't give up any touchdowns. They, like you said, they bent, but they didn't break.
And leading the way for that Chestatee defense was number 56, Garrett Bennett, the senior defensive end for the War Eagles, and standing by, he is our player of the game, standing by with Gina Gailey and our happy coach Stan Luttrell is Garrett Bennett. Gina.
All right, Gary, thanks. Coach, another great job showing both sides of the team. Scoreboard looks a lot like last week's.
I think our guys did a great job of getting better this past week, and defense played great in the second half, and very proud. Another big team win, and we got more work to do.
Well, on behalf of all the defense, we'd like to present Garrett Bennett here with the Player of the Game Award from Georgia Trophy and Hall County Sports. A great job, but the entire defense, you can't say enough about them tonight.
Well, Garrett's definitely one of the leaders of our defense, plays wide open, and that's the best thing about Garrett. He's such an effort guy, plays with a huge motor, and he's doing a great job of leading our defense, getting better every week.
Talk about your performance tonight.
I would have to say that it's all my team. I'm nothing but myself, and I thank my team for always being there for me. Whenever I mess up, they're always got my back, and it's a team effort. That's all I have to say.
Week by week, next week, Dawson County.
Yeah, we're glad to be back in War Eagle Stadium, and we got some things to work on from this week, and hopefully we'll continue to get better.
All right, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Gary.
All right, Gina, thank you very much, and always good to give our player of the game to people who get excited about getting it and happy to get it, William. And, of course, he is a senior and well-deserved. Thank you very much for all the folks over here at Chestatee, the head coach Stan Luttrell, the principal Chip Underwood, and the athletic director Stan Williams, whom we heard from in the pregame, William. And they always treat you pretty well here at War Eagle Stadium.
Lots of good food.
Yes, sir. We had the chicken wings tonight, folks. They were pretty good. Johnson has a bye week next week. Dawson County visits here. Dawson County losing to Jefferson tonight. Now, next week, we will be at City Park. It'll be Gainesville and North Hall. Now, Gainesville had a bye week this week, and North Hall losing to St. Pius, William. So the Red Elephants will come in at 1-1 after a loss to Buford to open the season, and then they bounce back in week 2. But the North Hall, right now, they're going to try to right the ship, and it's always a knockdown slugfest.
Well, they've played 2 good football teams, and they're 0-2, about like they were last year. They narrowly beat Jefferson last year, but they lost to St. Pius pretty bad. So similar circumstances to last year. Gainesville lost to Buford, and it's always a good ball game between North Hall and Gainesville.
Of course, Gainesville bounced back and beating White County, and they had a week to plan for North Hall. So it should be interesting at City Park next week.
Right, it sure should.
All right. For our entire crew, Jessica Giles, Tracy Giles, as well as Natalie Howington, Alex Howington, William Howington, and Nick Wright. Did I get everybody? Oh, and Gina Gailey, of course. I'm Gary Glenn saying so long until next week, and we'll have more on the Hall County Sports Television Game of the Week.
Want to advertise on TV but don't want to work with these guys or have a budget that's out of this world? North Georgia Video Productions has some of the best technical and creative talent to make your commercial with the best quality, on time, at affordable rates. Our production capabilities include multiple camera shoots with full-range audio mixing and digital editing. So before you pay too much to these guys for a commercial for your business, check with North Georgia Video Productions. Best quality, on time, at affordable rates.